Hey everybody, it's Ed Conarchy. Welcome back to Conarchy's Corner. Hey, this is an important video that I want to make sure that you get, so don't stop this video before you get to the end of it. And please, please get this out to people that you know so they hear this message, because I believe, unfortunately, a lot of people aren't understanding this and it's hurting them financially. What am I talking about here? It's the debate. It's the end-all debate that's been out there for years. No, we're not talking about the Cubs versus the Sox. We would never be able to accomplish that in a 6 or 7 minute video. No, this is the debate that I have when I meet with people on a financial planning front of, should they be saving for retirement or should they be saving for their child's college education? Well, the proper answer here as a financial advisor is you're supposed to be doing both. But I've met with so many people lately as we've been doing financial planning for them that are being tugged in so many different directions, it's hard for them to do it all. So the question has always come up, which one do I do first? Well, the answer may surprise you, and as I talk to a lot of people, it surprised them. The answer is you save for retirement first. Right, you save for your own future first. The analogy that I use here is sort of that one that you're taking off for a flight and the stewardess is walking you through everything on the plane, and she talks about the air masks are going to fall from the ceiling when we lose cabin pressure, or if we lose cabin pressure. You're supposed to, as a parent, put that face mask on, that air mask on first before you put your child's on. Well, that's the analogy here, is that you have to save for yourself first and your child second. Really important to understand why we're so passionate about saving for retirement first is that the number one reason, you have no choice. You have to get to retirement pre-funded. So you have no choice other than to be self-sustaining and pre-funded for your own retirement the day you get there. Meaning that if you haven't saved for retirement, there is no such thing as a retirement loan when you get to retirement. Really important to understand this point. Now, when it comes to college planning, that's not the case. There are many options for college funding for your child that you don't have for retirement. Now, in this example, for the college side of this, yeah, you could do student loans. There is such a thing as a college loan. Again, no such thing as a retirement loan. But hopefully you don't have to go that route. Hopefully through financial aid or grants. Obviously there's institutions all the time that I get emails this time of year. They're talking about applications they're taking to give money away on scholarships. So hopefully through those vehicles. Now let's just say that we don't have enough money in those two vehicles, have it be grants or loans or financial aid. Now what do you do? Well, there's other options. The child could work for an employer who's willing to pay for their education. Obviously, the military does this all the time with their GI Bill. Or I think it's very important to understand that we've got to look at, if money's tight for college, there's alternatives. Your child does not have to go away for 4 years of a big-time school and 4 years of room and board. What I've heard a lot of people doing lately today that makes a great deal of sense if money's tight is have the child stay home for 2 years. Therefore, there's no cost of room and board. Have them get their associate's degree at a local community college and then have them go away to that 4-year school to end up getting their diploma from that 4-year school. And that financially makes sense. Now, emotionally, that may not be appealing because you want to have that kid go off to college. But if you can't afford it financially, then you've got to make sure you do the right things financially here. Again, this is why this is such a hard debate, is that you're talking about your child here and you want to take care of them. But this is that whole emotional versus financial decision with money. And unfortunately, most of us think with our hearts when it comes to money versus our heads in financially. So we've got to make sure we look at this financial decision from the financial side of it, not from the emotional side of it. It's hard to do, but we're here for it. Now remember, financial planning also typically gives you surprises, because when you look at it on the surface, taking care of that child seems like the right thing to do, but financially doesn't pay out. There's also a big catch here that people don't know about. Meeting with a client a week and a half ago, they said to me, well, how does this work then if we save and amass all this money, a good problem to have, in retirement? How is that held against us when it comes down to applying for financial aid? Well, they were shocked to hear this, and that's one of the big things I want to do this video on, to share this with you. And again, this is something that all parents need to hear. When you fill out the financial aid application for financial aid, the FAFSA forms as they're known for college, here's the thing that they determine when it comes to entitlement. They make you list all your investments. Now, the investments that you have to include that are then held against you for qualifying for the aid and the entitlement is actually qualified educational benefits and educational savings accounts themselves. The example they give here is Coverdell savings accounts, 529 college savings plans, and the refund value of any 529 prepaid tuition plan is actually held against you when it comes to qualifying for financial aid. So if you thought you were doing the right thing here by saving all this money for your children into the 529 and prepaid tuition plans that are so popular today, you only come to find out that hurts you to qualify for financial aid. So you actually shoot yourself in the foot twice here because, one, you saved all that money and now they say you don't qualify for financial aid, and because you put all the focus on saving for college, you didn't save for you or your wife for retirement. Isn't this amazing? To add injury to insult, guess what's not held against you? You can probably guess now. Guess what's not held against you in entitlement for financial aid? Yeah, you guessed it. Investments do not include retirement plans. And obviously they list in here 401k plans, pension funds, annuities, non-educational IRAs, and Keogh plans. Okay, gang, so think about how crazy this is. On the surface, that makes no sense because we're looking at it emotionally. Financially, it's the opposite. So what we have to understand here is that you could actually be thinking you're doing the right thing, but you could be hurting yourselves. Have you heard me say this before? Paying off the mortgage sure sounds like the right thing till you understand the financial side of it, and sometimes it doesn't play out that way. So rather than being focused emotionally on this, trying to get rid of your mortgage and trying to just take care of your kids and get through college, we've got to have someone take a step back and walk you through this, and that's a financial advisor. So tap me if you don't have a financial advisor. Go back to your financial advisor and challenge them to walk them through this, have them walk you through this on the financial planning frontier. That we've got to teach people. You've got to have someone that knows the stuff inside and out, get you through to the promised land. As I tell everybody, I am here not only to manage your mortgage, but manage your finances with the dual license that I have, to get you to financial security faster. And we're going to teach you stuff that you don't already know most times than not, and we're going to teach you it from a financial angle, not an emotional one. So obviously, contact information, as always, we'll put it here. Give me a call, my direct line, 847-970-4239, or drop me an email. That's econarchy@ccmclending.com. And if you don't have someone to help you through this, I would be glad to. Compliments of me. I'm not going to charge you anything. We do all of our initial review and analysis free of charge and compliments up front to guide you and point you in the right direction. Only after do we see a need do you ever become a client of ours. But we'll give it away to educate you so you're doing the right thing today, first and foremost. And this is one of them. This is the big debate here. How do I do it? How do I save for retirement? How do I make sure that things are working for me so that I can get to retirement, so that I can get, as I always say, to financial security faster? So I hope this ends the debate. Obviously, the debate here of retirement or college. And again, retirement first, college second. Do both because it's important to save for both of those. But if you've got one choice, save for retirement first. Again, any questions on this at all, or any ways that I can help walk you down this path to get to financial security faster, that's what I'm here for. Hope you enjoyed this Conarchy's Corner, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.